team Manchester United, Liverpool, and Chelsea all having different results in respective rights. Also, Nigeria's Flying Eagles. Are they really flying high? Well, they have Argentina to face in the next round of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. We'll start the countdown to the final round of qualifying for the FIFA World Cup for next year for Nigeria's Super Eagles. And the E1 Lagos GP came and ended very well for that matter. What was the beauty of what we saw in the economic capital of West Africa, and what are we looking forward to potentially next year as far as this experience is concerned? We do have all of that for you, including some cash courtesy of our guys at One Play. Yes, do you want to play? Maybe you should now, because you could be lucky enough to be one of the persons to get 40,000 naira each on tonight's broadcast. It's going to cost you only 500 naira for each entry of yours. You can play right now by dialing star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. That's star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Or there's the website option. That one is www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. Cost you just 500 now, like I said. And when you're done playing, please ensure that you're not too far away from your phone, because our calls will be coming from the studio to your phone to share the good news with you as the show progresses. My name is Chuma Nolly. Always a delight being here on this lovely dial that hits your airwaves with style. I'm not rolling solo. I have my guy you love to follow. When he's on the microphone, your spirit cannot go low. He's respected by even Foscolo, and for the next 3 hours or so, he'll be all over your faces like Apollo. Give it up for the one and the only Overdose!
I thought you were going to say Mikolo at some point, but yeah, it's always good to be here, Chuma. A wonderful intro as always. Of course, you're the rhymes man, El Rhymera, so it comes so easily to you. But of course, yeah, weekend action went down, E1, Premier League, and of course the Flying Eagles, like you said, who really haven't convinced me, but we'll go into that in a very short while. But Lagos, we're here, it's a Monday, and of course we are also celebrating Customer Service Week right here. Today was all about the staffers. Thankfully, I won something, by answering the correct question. But yeah, it's always fun. So from tomorrow, it's all about the agencies and those who are really saying, you know what, we respect Nigeria Info, respect Wazobia, Cool FM, and Arewa, not forgetting Kids FM, and want to do business with them. And we thank you, we appreciate you, and we hope that, the partnership will foster for a long, long time. But yeah, we have to break things down, so we're ready. I'm ready, and I know you are as well. So welcome to the show. It's game on, and we are ready to go.
Indeed. Overdose, we're in here until 10 p.m. You hear from the other guys as we progress. But right now, let's delve into the action straight away, shall we? We saw drama unfold in the league scene as the most exciting in the world, as always, over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was more than just a fun day, all of the fun coming back to you back for us. Saturday's results were quite important in the conversation for the team that wants to be top of the standings and potentially go all the way to win the title at the end of the season. Aston Villa beat Burnley by 2-1. Unai Emery's team have started winning again, which is good for them. Unai Emery, that from Arsenal boss. Everton beat Crystal Palace, ending Palace's unbeaten record. 2-1 is how that ended on Sunday. All right. Everton, David Moyes, and Jack Grealish, they've been shining lights this season, or haven't they? That 2-1 success against Palace ensures that there's no team unbeaten anymore in this Premier League season after just 7 rounds of matches. Crazy stuff, isn't it? That's how competitive the league is. Newcastle United just added even more woes and misery to that man, Ange Postecoglou. He's boss of Nottingham Forest, and since he became their coach, he has not been able to win any match in the Premier League. I don't know what's happening to this man. He said he's going to have a conversation with the hierarchy of Nottingham Forest during the international break as to the way forward for them. But apparently he's just come in, but there's already pressure on his table at this stage. Newcastle winning that Voltamade, that guy, over those years back, I used to, it was a joke. You see people do stuff like Alex Oxlade Chamberlain. Guy, what car do you drive? I drive an Escalade. Sometimes when I see these guys now, I want to call him Voltamade. It's like, what's your name? Adele. Adele. So Voltamade.
That's actually how I called that the first time.
Right? Adele, right?
Yeah, Adele.
Like,
before somebody said, no, it's Adele.
But why are names not pronounced how they are spelled? Just to make life easy. Why is life this complex and complicated?
Name calling also comes with the environment. It comes with the culture, like Henri. Like I remember
like
Henry, but
yeah,
I say
Thierry Henry, like Henry.
And in the German culture, whenever you see a W, you pronounce it as V.
Yeah.
Even in Spain, when you see a V, you think it's Villarreal, but it's BRL. And
in Germany, it's like
yeah,
Wolfsburg, and not Wolfsburg.
Yeah,
not like Wolfsburg.
not
yeah,
Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
So it comes with the country. There are certain distinct features, and that's why every time you go to a country and you discover something or how somebody's name is pronounced, I saw Jesus the other time. I say no, it's Jesus. So it comes with
like
the
in our innocence, we're saying Bruno Fernandes because now Fernandes.
Yes,
Fernandes.
And now it's saying
Bruno
Fernandes.
Why do we have DEZ then? Come on, time at once. Spell this thing how it's pronounced. Let's rest. Gimenez scored and Voltemade also netted. He scored one of the most beautiful penalties you'll see, Voltemade, in giving Newcastle that victory. And we saw Wolverhampton Wanderers play out a 1-0 draw against Brighton, with Brentford losing to Man City by 0-0. I had to take Sunday's results first before going to Saturday because, like I mentioned, Saturday's scorelines and results had a say in the race for the league title. Still early days, but already having a conversation around that one. As Leeds United lost to Tottenham Hotspur 2-1. Spurs have had a good run this season since it started, and we saw Manchester United keep a clean sheet. I'm so happy for Verdoes and his guys, and perhaps the magic of Laments may have been that, because he came in, and Man U fans didn't have cause to lament because they had him between their sticks. Laments, he was the one who kept a clean sheet in that game. Manchester United in Wonderland, having beaten Sunderland by 2-0. Sheshko, he scored. Good stuff for the guy, really. Yeah. Chelsea Liverpool came after Arsenal West Ham United. The Gunners beating West Ham by 2-0. Declan Rice, and of course the brilliance of Bukayo Saka from the penalty spot, giving Arsenal that win. It was a win that counted for something. It was fixture number 300 for the boss of the Gunners, Mikel Arteta, and he marked that iconic number with victory for his side and also a clean sheet, something that excited the man.
Well, very happy, as you said, 300 games for this club. So first of all, thank you. Huge amount of gratitude to everybody that has been around in this journey, beautiful journey. Today we wanted to celebrate with a victory. We certainly done it. Now we have the international break, and I think we're in a very good position in every competition.
Good position for Arsenal in every competition, and that's because they entered the next round of the Carabao Cup. They're in the FA Cup that will start later. They are, of course, a side in good form in the UEFA Champions League, and here they are too. Competing for honours in the Premier League. They went top of the table, having gotten that victory, but we're still reliant on the result of the game involving Chelsea and Liverpool to know if they would end the weekend on top or not. That was the biggest game for English football for the weekend, and we saw a very late goal. Liverpool had been the side getting late goals against rivals this season, but looks like it's now them having a taste of their Mets and Crystal Palace the other time, and now Chelsea. The guy, Estevao Willian, scoring in the 5th minute of added time to give the Blues a 2-1 success against the Reds. Marco Correa with the assist. Chelsea had scored earlier with Moises Caicedo, a fantastic strike from him in the 14th minute of the game. And Cody Gakpo, a name that has weight and occupies space because the guy does matter. Cody Gakpo, he heavy. Gakpo, he scored the leveler. Isak with the assist, but Chelsea went on to win the game at the end of the fixture. Rich James did not sound like somebody who was very happy, but trust me, he was after the win.
No, it was a great game. We started well, and I feel we continued that. Throughout the game. When they got the equaliser, we wasn't down. We came back fighting, and we managed to get a goal later on.
Later on, they scored that goal, giving Arsenal the luxury of remaining top of the table. The Gunners on 16 points from 7 matches. The goal difference is fantastic, plus 11. Liverpool now second with 15 points from 7 games, a plus 4 goal difference. Tottenham Hotspur are third, they have 14 points, a plus 8 goal difference. And AFC Bournemouth are fourth, 14 points, while Man City are fifth with 13 points. That win for Chelsea propelled the Blues to position number 7, 11 points from 7 games with a plus 4 goal difference. Our first major talking point for this part of the show would be around Liverpool and they struggle all of a sudden. Now, Liverpool are a side who lost only 4 games in the Premier League last season. Yes, Arsenal also lost only 4 games. Problem with the Gunners was they had too many draws last season. But Liverpool lost only 4 games, right? And one of those defeats was after they had won the title already. But here we are now. 7 matches played so far this season. Liverpool have lost 2 already. All right? Now, if you want to add what happened in the UEFA Champions League for a Liverpool side who finished top of the table in the UEFA Champions League phase last season. They have already lost to Galatasaray this term. So 3 defeats in a row. This is what Lamido say. Every single was a hit back to back. Every match was a defeat back to back in the last 1 week or more for the Reds. Defeat against Crystal Palace, Galatasaray, and now Chelsea. I want to find out, are Liverpool in a crisis? If they are, what's the solution? If not, what are they going through at this time, really? That'll be our first major talking point. Think about it and get ready to speak to me. We do have a commercial break. When we return from that commercial break, Obadoz will be sharing his thoughts with me on that very thing. Because I'm thinking to myself, if you want to win the title and you spent all the money, Liverpool became only the second time ever in the Premier League to spend £100 million plus each to buy 2 different players in the same summer transfer window. After Chelsea did that with Caicedo and the captain of the side, Enzo Fernandez. I'll tell you more after this.
New love hard water shield cement now confirm. Number 1 waterproof cement for Niger. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number 1 waterproof cement for Niger. New love hard water shield cement number 1. Number 1. New love hard waterproof cement now confirm. Put full stop for water wahala with Lafarge water shield cement. Water go collect. If water jam house, Lafarge na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Waiting happen. Every time I do small transaction, they don't slam me with originally extra charges, SMS alerts, bank transfer, even bill payment self. They know they put the person at all. You never hear say with smart cash, you fit send money go another bank, pay your bills, and receive SMS alerts all for free. For free? Yes, now for free. Then go even pay you 15% interest per annum on top your savings.
Hey, got some for me now. Fit enjoy smart cash.
Dial *939# or download the Smart Cash app today to begin enjoy 0 extra charges on all transactions. Smart Cash, money matter na sense. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, Cadbury Buttermint. Sweet, smooth, and full of flavor. Whether you're chilling at home or on the move, there's a Cadbury candy for every mood.
Yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Hey, see package. This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir, that's me.
Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Bana bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito da sakwa hidin da tinyo mere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswa koko atowo relu yo Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu yuiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu yuiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu yuiche Viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Guess what? Nigeria, the Kellogg Superstar Quiz Show, is back with season 4. Get ready to watch young superstars from schools across Nigeria battle it out in the ultimate contest of knowledge, speed, and fun. Catch all the excitement from 12th October on Z World, DSTV channel 166, and GoTV channel 30 every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. sharp. It's going to be a thrilling journey of learning, laughter, and superstar moments, and you don't want to miss it.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Plumpter. You are hanging out with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
9.3.
I think questions against Pengassin is who are they fighting for?
I mean, this Pengassin is supposed to serve the interests of the country first.
This incident has showed us from the design stage we lack safety culture.
They're telling us that Nigeria's rental market is spiraling.
We don't put personal interest above national interest.
There are things that are in this country that some people travel to come and learn, like my culture. Oh, okay.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has dismissed claims that Nigerians have lost confidence in the country's electoral system.
So Nigeria is exporting oil, and Nigeria is also importing petrol. How about that?
Well, what would have informed you rejecting an emergency case? That's what I'm saying. Gunshot wounds are emergency.
It's always more conversation on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
8.3 Nigeria Info. Game on with Femi and the Gang. We had the first few minutes of the broadcast just before the commercial break, and now we're back to take you through an exciting ride until 10 p.m. It's Chuma Noli in here with the one and only Chidozie Okoroji, aka Overdose, Mikolo, Pelumi, Shobowale. He's going to tell me if I pronounce that right. Shobowale. That's how it's pronounced, really. He's in here too. Yeah, you can call it by yourself now.
It is, let me call it in full.
Yeah.
It is Michael Oluwapelumi Shobowale.
Shobowale. Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Okay, so he's in the mix too. As we progress intermittently, he's going to be having his say on the show as this one drives to the finish point by 10 p.m. Some cool cash for you, courtesy of our guys at One Play. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, the code you can use to play. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, or the website www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. 500 naira only for each entry of yours, and the reward being 40,000 naira each for potentially 2 to 3 winners on the broadcast tonight. Good luck to you in advance as you play, okay? So I was talking about Liverpool and how busy they were in the transfer window. You have to go back to 2022 or so, the last time and the only time we have seen a team spend as much as £100 million for one player, £100 million plus for another player in the same summer transfer window. Chelsea did that for Moises Caicedo from Brighton and Enzo Fernandez in the same transfer window. Liverpool have now done that for Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, £100 million. And then plus add-ons is even going to be on more than £100 million, and then £120 million for Isak in the same transfer window. And they spent all of these monies, so someone would say, to get all of these players to come in for a side who won the Premier League title last season and who looked like a team that did not have any blemish. All of a sudden, there's so much of vulnerabilities being seen around them. 3 defeats in a row against Crystal Palace, against Galatasaray, and now against Chelsea. It's funny how life works, because when Arsenal dropped points, Liverpool were 5 points ahead of the Gunners after Liverpool beat Arsenal. I remember people saying on social media, these Arsenal guys are not serious for this life. How are you 5 points behind Liverpool? There's no how you can catch Liverpool. 5 points already behind Liverpool. In less than 2 weeks, Arsenal have moved from being 5 points behind Liverpool to being a point ahead of the Reds. Of course, there's still so much time for things to still turn around. Anything is very possible in this league. But the point I'm trying to make with all of these summations of mine is, are Liverpool in a crisis, or is it just a one-off experience? And what's the problem around this team? Because if you were good already and you now spent over £300 million to sign more players, how is it that you're getting worse than what you were before?
Well, for me personally, you could say pre-seasons are not a good way to judge a team, but I I was able to follow Liverpool's preseason, especially that loss to AC Milan, and I noticed that, the defense really wasn't organized. Some people will say it's been long coming, looking at the fact that the 5 games they played prior, most of the time they had to score late goals. And I told myself that how long can Liverpool continue this? Time will definitely catch up with them, because I remember they scored that against Bournemouth, they scored it against Newcastle, also they scored it against Southampton in, of course, the Carabao Cup. Of course, you say they won that one. But my honest analysis concerning Liverpool right now is that they sold Darwin Núñez, they sold Trent Alexander-Arnold, they sold Luis Diaz.
They lost Diogo Jota, unfortunately,
and
to death.
They lost Diogo Jota. Núñez, Trent, Diaz, and you sell Elliott as well. Kwanzaa. I feel that Arne Slot winning the league last season was as a result of a well-arranged team by Jurgen Klopp. So the effect was still there. Liverpool won the league, so they still had the motivation. But then you sell Diaz, you sell Núñez, you sell Trent, you sell Harvey Elliott, and then you bring in Florian Wirtz. Okay, but I still feel Bayer Leverkusen packaged him and sold to Liverpool, because I wouldn't pay
best player in the Bundesliga.
I wouldn't pay 100 million for Florian Wirtz, and this is me being very, very honest. But let's move away from that conversation.
Wow.
Then again, you talk about
in a row.
You talk about the man called Moses. So coupled with that, selling most of the key players that came out tops for Liverpool last season, especially Luis Diaz, you now have a Mo Salah and a Virgil van Dijk who are not doing well. Mo Salah especially, we know how many goals Mo Salah scored. He was PFA Player of the Year, but Mo Salah is yet to resume in the Premier League, so to speak, because you look at the fact that he's not really killing the chances that present. I was commentator for that game, and Chelsea Liverpool, and I saw him waste a flurry of chances. The only time he did something good was that cross he gave to Alexander Isak. And I'm coming to Isak now, because Isak and Florian Wirtz, you pay big money for them, and it will certainly disrupt the Liverpool dressing room, because these guys are not doing anything. And then you look at the players who say, we did this last season, won the Premier League. Now these guys are coming, you're giving them huge salary. Is it justified? The answer is no. So it's a lot for Arne Slot. I hope they recover quickly, because I cannot remember the last time Liverpool lost 3 in a row. First you lose to Crystal Palace, then you lose to Galatasaray, and then you lose to Chelsea. I'm just hoping that Manchester United can take advantage of this plight, or Liverpool can bounce back. But I still feel that even if they bounce back against Man United, they'll struggle, because the team now is not really compact. You cannot see these players playing a football that you say, and Slot is the man who is actually letting them play like this. Of course, you can see with Ruben Amorim with 3-4-3, but for Arne Slot, there's really no style. And why are you benching Federico Chiesa, for crying out loud? You're keeping Chiesa on the bench. This is a player who can change a game. He can actually come on, read the game, and make an impact. I remember he scored in one of the games,
the Bournemouth game.
Yeah, the Bournemouth game. He came on and scored, and then you're keeping him on the bench, and you playing what's it called now, out of position, Ryan Gravenberch, just because you want to accommodate Florian Wirtz in some instance. But for me personally, I just feel Arne Slot is going to struggle. He's showing that he doesn't have an imprint on the team. But the earlier they wake up, the better for them, because they have tough fixtures coming at the Liverpool defense. I mean, you look at the fact that they are really missing Trent Alexander-Arnold. Conor Bradley played at right back, and we saw what happened when he faced Garnacho just last weekend. He got a yellow card, and Slot had to take him out so he wouldn't get a red, and then put Dominic Szoboszlai at right back position, which already is like you just having your right hand tied behind your back and looking to fight with only your left. So for me, I think a whole lot of things are wrong. They're missing their key players. Salah, Van Dijk not performing, and then the new signings are yet to gel. Isak and of course Florian Wirtz. But
would you call this a crisis, or is it just
it hasn't really blossomed into a crisis? Okay. I wouldn't say it's a crisis, but it's a sign. When you want to have malaria, you see the symptoms. The symptoms will be there. The same thing with any other sickness. You feel the symptoms, and you say, if this thing is not treated, it can blossom into something big.
Into
yeah,
something
it can
more,
escalate into something big. It can, change or metamorphose into something big. So I think it's at the symptom stage, and if Liverpool don't attack it now, it's going to be a crisis.
All right, you said something while you were speaking, and I thought to myself, when you mentioned that Salah was missing a flurry of chances, I said, well, maybe he was missing chances in the flurry because he plays with Florian Vets, Let's keep flourishing on the show right now. Overdose had the floor, but he's not giving it to me. And you can dial this number to join the show. We're asking you right now, are Liverpool in a crisis? Would you call what they're going through now a crisis? And what's your problem really? What's the potential solution for his side? Because if you're good enough that you were top of the Premier League standings at the end of last season as champions, right? You were also top of the Champions League phase. That's how good they were. Without having to sign players, they only got Chiesa 2 summers ago. That's the only player they signed. And the chemistry and the quality of the physics of the players led them to winning the title. Now you spend over £350 million to sign different players. When you're supposed to get better, looks like you're getting worse. What's the challenge? 0201-277-0993. You can join us on the show right now. 0201-277-0993. Or for our female callers, 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. We're Femi and the Gang, and this is Game On Nigeria. And for our first destination being the Premier League, and we're asking, looking back on what we saw by the weekend, if Liverpool are in a crisis and what could be the solution to this problem they are facing this time, which will be giving fans of Arsenal joy, of course. Hello, welcome. How are you doing?
Hello. Good evening, Chuma.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Dizo.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Friday from Igweleri.
Welcome, Friday.
Yeah, Chuma, Liverpool is not in crisis. Dizo mentioned Federico Chiesa. He was in that team last season, throughout last season. How many goals did he score last season?
He hardly played,
He hardly played. He mentioned he hardly played because he was not good enough.
He only started one Premier. His first Premier League start was after you guys won the league. That was the first time Slot gave him a chance to start a match in the Premier League after you won the league.
Yes. And this also mentioned the signing of Nunes and Diaz and Trent. Trent was bound to leave. There was nothing Liverpool could do to stop Trent from going to Madrid. Then that of Nunes, Chuma. Nunes is that player that every Liverpool fans were praying for Liverpool to just even to loan him to any club at all. Because Nunes will miss 20 chances in a game. So the question you ask now, if Liverpool is in crisis, Liverpool is not in crisis. It happened to every team. So 5 games into the season, Chuma, look at it. From number 1 to 7, from Arsenal to 7, it's just 5 points different. Just 5 points different. That is to tell you how tight the league is.
Yeah.
So for me, yes, it just go and check from number 1 to 7. It's just 5 points different. We show that people Chelsea themselves can still win the league.
Anybody can still win the league Friday, but the question here is, what's the solution for Liverpool? Because the last time I checked, sorry, 1 second. Last time I checked, the 5-point disparity you're talking about from number 1 to 7 was a disparity from number 1 to number 2 just 2 weeks ago. Liverpool were 5 points ahead of Arsenal, who were second. But Liverpool are now a point behind. So no excuses of whether it's close or not. We know it's close. Our conversation here is not about that title race because Liverpool are second as we speak. Conversation is Liverpool losing 3 games in a row. I can't remember the last time. What's the solution? Yes,
we have a solution, Chuma. The solution is that we are going to fix it at the when we return for the international break.
Okay.
So we brought in new players, and this new player need time to settle in. Look at Isak. Isak came in at the very last minute of the transfer window. He hardly played game. He hardly settled down. So when look at is Barcelona not also losing back-to-back game? I will say that Barcelona
Friday. I'm very keen for us not to go and start looking for parallels. We're focused on Liverpool here. Barca have not lost 3 games in a row. Take it easy. Barca have not lost 3 games in a row. Liverpool have lost 3 games in a row. I know you're trying to look for excuses here to try and look for excuses. Oh, there's 5 points. When you talk about Liverpool, leave excuse. Focus now on the Liverpool team. Yeah.
too much. Liverpool is not in crisis. When
All right.
Issa come back,
I copy that from you. I copy that Friday. I need to let you go now. Sorry, so I can pick more calls. But I get your point.
No problem.
They're not in crisis, and you guys will sort it out after the international break. That's what you say, right? Thank you for your call. Let's have more of the calls right now on the show. Liverpool have lost 3 games in a row. Are they in a crisis? If they are not, what's the solution for this side?
Hello, good evening, Chuma.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Jesus.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, Chuma, please, first, when you say everybody can win the league, please minus Netflix FC. They cannot win the league. Yeah, you know.
Which one is Netflix FC again?
Overdose. You manage your leaking roof, please. So, back to business. Liverpool are in serious crisis.
Why do you say so?
Mm-hmm.
We have a commercial break in the beat, I beg. Can you just permit me?
Okay.
Don't worry. Stay on the line. Let me see. I think it's something. Okay, no, you can keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're in crisis in the sense that most of those transfer were just panic transfer. Panic transfer. Look at the money they shelled out for Isaac.
Yeah.
We believe. Okay. Now, let's just say he still need time to gel. Look at that same money they shelled out for Enzet. They have youngsters which they can reintegrate into that squad, and there are a bunch of talents there. Many people want to show themselves.
Okay.
If they had a person like Federico Chiesa, at least they would have given him that chance. We know that Chiesa is an injury prone player. We know that much. But like this, I just hope they scale through. They just did panic transfer, panic buy. Yes.
All right.
Arsenal settled down to do their transfer. I like the way they did their own transfer. But Liverpool, they pushed the wrong button, seriously.
Okay.
I just hope they don't end up like my leaking roof, seriously.
Wahala. Thank you for your call. Nice to hear from you. He says they're in the crisis. He didn't really tell us what the solution could be for them, though.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, good evening.
I greet you.
We greet you too.
Obizena Closoro.
Nice one, Obi. Nice to hear from you.
Everywhere clear. Nigeria is number 1.
Thank you.
State blood. Sincerely speaking, I don't know if some fans will always analyze football the way they see it or the way they expect it to have happened. You understand? So when football is played, that is the mind and upset they bring for that game from the coach. Coaches will not tell you play like this, play like this. If you do mistake, coaches will always come to you. Maybe after the match, now you made us lose this match because I asked you to play like this. Understand? The game Liverpool and Manchester United and Liverpool and Chelsea, sincerely speaking, I can never tell you what went wrong in that game. I can't even lay my hand on something there. Well, I know Liverpool too well. They don't lose their mind and being outskirts of game when it comes to Premier League like this. But that game, something is very, very wrong in that game that made Chelsea play to that extent. But when games like this are being played, 3 points will surely come out from any of them.
Yeah.
Or better still, they cannot draw. But talking about my darling Arsenal, you don't tell when me they always come read you. They talk say one day people that are always abusing and castigating Arsenal's game, one day still come to this radio say, I'm on one play that then play well.
Okay.
You understand? And that game is coming to reaching to your extent. You guys are doing wonderfully well. And I want to use this idea to say a big congratulations to my guy, Ahmed, and
Who be that? Network. Well, thank you for your call, really. This is Game On with Femi and the Gang got Nigeria Info. Just to remind you, of course, this is the part of the show too where we do have some extra hands from our guys at the One Play. Best time for me to remind you that you could be a lucky winner on the show tonight, courtesy of One Play. 500 naira to play at least once. Naturally, with lotteries, the more you play, the better your chances of winning. But if you can afford to play at least once, it may just be that lucky reality for you tonight. And there are two options you can use to play, all right? Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash is the code. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. Or the website, www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. For that, just go to the Nigerian 4 option, follow the prompt. And please, when you're done playing, have your phone always around you, all right? Because we're going to have those draws sorted. There's 40,000 naira each for several winners on the show for tonight. Good luck to you in advance. A few more of your calls. I'll just do, I think, 2 more now, and then pick a few comments on social media and read before I hand over those tweets to other things, because we do have still to come on the show tonight. Talk around Nigeria's Flying Eagles. Guess who's waiting for them in the next round of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup? It's Argentina. Also, E1 Lagos GP came and went to give you some exclusive sounds from behind the scenes of what we saw in the economic capital of West Africa over the weekend. Right now, though, more of your calls. Liverpool and the Premier League. Is there a crisis around the champions? Hello, welcome. Don't know, Mikolo is making me stutter now. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. My name is Daniel.
Oh, network. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's the connection. Sorry, call us back if you can, please. Hopefully, the next time you try is going to sound better. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
One game.
Football without violence.
Yeah, this is Friday, Agbo. I'm calling from Navy Town.
Nice one, Friday, Agbo.
All right. Well, Chuma, we're spot on. We're addressing Friday from Egbulenri. You should just go straight to the jump. They try. I'm a national fan to start with. Liverpool problem. I guess last caller before this caller said it was a panic buy. When Isaac was, if Isaac, I think Isaac would have been scoring. Good thing we hear we say, our Premier League tested. He knows the league and the rest. Thank God he has played the Premier League. He has tested it. He's not from Spanish league. Using an excuse for Barcelona. When Arsenal were having their issues, we know what they do us now. We were not having bench, and we all saw it. But now, as they go, at least replacement for everybody. Even Kepa Arrizabalaga, that replacement, he's not even starting. So, Liverpool, it should take time. What are the coach name? Slots. He does do slots. First time you favor him. This time, no crazy again for him. Then what's his name? My number 14, Gukeres. I wish he wins the Eagles squad this season. I pray, because the guy is hustling.
Okay.
Up Arsenal. Thank you.
Shout out to you, man. Normally, when you say up something, they'll say down something. So if you say up Arsenal, what should I now say? Down who? Who? Over those Man U. I did ask, sorry, not joke. I did ask.
Man U collect
not
straight
question,
bullet.
I beg, not question. Good evening, boss.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
I don't send you that one, Sha. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Let me talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, please. What's your name?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Right.
And it's Femi.
Oh, nice. Welcome, Femi.
So let me talk about Liverpool and that manager. That manager got what you call in football a fake start.
Okay.
Winning Premiership last season wasn't the work he did at all. That was Klopp. Klopp's shadow was still in that club. That club won. It took Klopp to start winning all these trophies.
Yeah.
Because he did the work. He really did the work. And I blame him for leaving when he left, because I mean that was his high moment.
Okay.
If he had not left, they probably would have continued. This guy came in, won first EPL in his first season, and he thought Premier League is that easy. No, he won because Klopp did the work. Those guys were still on the high with Klopp. All right, they were still on the high with Klopp.
Okay.
Now, he's now tasting the Premier League.
Right.
He's tasting it now.
Yeah.
When you go to Crystal Palace and they beat you, and Chelsea come and beat you, you're knowing that you're now in the biggest league in the world. They don't take prisoners.
Yeah.
So he's now going to panic. And let me tell you what's going to happen to him.
What?
He's going to panic because he had that first win in the first season of his first
experience.
time.
Yeah.
So now he's going to start pressing the panic button.
You think so?
If he loses to Man U, he's in trouble.
But
Premier League teams the lower teams are going to see themselves beating Liverpool.
Oh, wow.
Psychologically, everybody's going to say, come on, man. Liverpool is in trouble. And the moment they start saying that about your team,
you're in trouble.
There's something about Premier League. Psychologically, the players start getting affected.
So you worry for Liverpool moving into the next set of weeks?
Really, I'm worried. I told my Liverpool fans, my friends, I said, listen, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Your manager won that first. And I told him when he won, I said, hey, this is the first win. Be careful.
All right.
He won because those guys were high. Klopp put them on a different level. The belief system was high. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He came after that and he won. And this was him to say, you know what? This one is not mine. It's still Klopp's. Let me build this team. My guy became arrogant.
Baby, thank you for your call. Thank you so much. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
Have a blessed evening. Thank you for calling us tonight. Can we read this one at least before the commercial break? Yeah, good evening, boss. I'm Jay Says from Lagos, and I can't really wait for my Golden State Warriors to win the NBA title this season. He spoke to us during the courtside show. Thank you for your message. My players are getting ready, he says. Let's go in for a commercial break. We'll be back with more.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain? It's Toby Chio. My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Original #1 prayer drink, Simmons Schnapps. It don't get the stamp of authority. Simmons don't get the seal of originality. Oh, yeah, check your calendar. It day with you January to December. Any prayer where you make it go enter. Simmons Schnapps, the original #1 prayer drink.
Simmons Schnapps new look comes in premium, classic and royal variants. Now secure more assured blessings. Simmons Schnapps, the original #1 prayer drink.
What does it really mean to live limitless? It's a sojourn in Gombe, leading a procedure in Lagos. It's SMEs showing up every day, pushing through the odds. It's students in remote towns streaming global lectures in real time. It's you making big moves in London while chilling by the pool in Abeokuta. It's power. It's freedom. It's mounting a router outside and connecting it inside for super fast internet. It's Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Enjoy unlimited data for limitless living with Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to get yours. Airtel.
From now to December 31st, 2025, you could be one of the 565 lucky winners in the Keystone Mega Milli giveaway. Simply carry out 10 transactions or more on any Keystone Bank channel for weekly cash wins or save 10,000 naira or more for a month to qualify for the mega draw where millionaires are made. No account yet? Download the Key mobile app from your app store and open one today for your share of millions. T's and C's apply. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
It's the choices you make that set you apart from being good to being great. My choice? Nivea Men Deep Body Lotion with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Gives you both dark wood fragrance and 48-hour moisture. And my other top choice for all-day freshness, Nivea Men Deep Roll-On for 72-hour protection and fragrance with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Skin is for playing it smart. Nivea is for skin.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate our reputable clients for your continuous patronage to our brands. Coca-Cola, Netflix, Nestle PLC, Tolerap, MTN, Airtel, Jameson's, Dambik IBTC, Nigerian Breweries, from Masada, Floor Mills of Nigeria, International Breweries, Friesland Campina, Guinness, Terra Group, South African Tourism, Van Yogo, House on the Rock, Reliance HMO, Samsung, Oando, Amatem, Indra, Total Energies, Bolt, Mamador, LG, Big Bull, Salonpass, PNG, UAC, Dabur India Limited, Cadbury, PalmPay, Nivea, Jumia, BetKing, Emirate Airline, MoneyPoint, Mocha Foam, Sterling Bank, Devon King, and many more. We assure you that our outstanding and timely service delivery will always be our priority as we offer more to serve you better.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Hey, Omo! See package! This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I full.
Huh? Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Bro, have you heard?
What?
The Fanta and Sprite are now available in 60cl plastic bottles. And it's for the same price. 500 naira.
Omo! Bring me 2 bottles. 1 Fanta for me, 1 Sprite for my friend. 60cl plastic bottle, right?
You heard right. Fanta and Sprite are now available in 60cl plastic bottles for the same price of 500 naira. That's 20% more Fanta and Sprite for free. Grab the new 60cl bottle today. Enjoy extra refreshment.
Have you been in real estate and still feels like you're digging and never striking gold? Have you tried closing deals, but the true breakthrough keeps slipping away? What if it's not the market? What if it's a blueprint you've been missing? This October at the Scrap Global Realtors Conference 2025, themed the Lagos Money Well, you'll sit at the feet of industry giants. Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, Coach Spark Ovaje, Eku Emmanuel, Tade Cash, and Monday Ebosede. They will hand you the blueprint to finally discover your own money well. Save the date, Saturday, 18th October 2025. Venue, Empresia Events Center, beside Lagos Business School, Lekki Ajah Expressway. Time, 11 a.m. Call 080-574-22322. Attendance is free, but registration is compulsory.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, Cadbury Buttermint. Sweet, smooth, and full of flavor. Whether you're chilling at home or on the move, there's a Cadbury candy for every mood.
Yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate our reputable clients for your continuous patronage to our brands. Merit 24/7 Media, Havas Communication, Gitan Communication, Masscom Media, Primus and Advertor, QVT Media, TWA Concepts, Asher Tribe Media, Fail Blanche, Momentum Media, DCO Concepts, SBM Communications, Dynamic Minds Consult, Rich and Gift, Peacock Media, Scout Media, Brand Eye, Fuel Communication, Noah's Ark, SBI Media, Adrian Homes and Properties, Intercity Media, Base One Consulting, All Net Media, New Page Consulting, Weatherhead Advertising, Co-Creators Hub, Simply Black, Gate Media, Lens Africa, PenEdge Media, Renco Multi Solution, Ornico Media, Alexia Media Solution, Max Edge Marketing, and many more. We assure you that our outstanding and timely service delivery will always be our priority as we offer more to serve you better.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Osalobua. Baba, make you help me, oh. Make I dey shine my eyes. Make my enemies no see me, oh. Even when I dey sleep, make I no lose guard, oh. Baba, in short, just dey help me stay alert. As Airtel, they alert me anytime Yahoo people send spam message to take scam me, oh.
At Airtel, we have taken proactive steps to keep you safe from every spam activity with Airtel News Spam Alert service, powered by AI. It scans text in real time with no app or setup needed. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4, with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Make you enjoy the sweet waka with Caesar's flavor go carry you go. With every sip, na celebration of taste. Enjoy Caesar's apple flavor. The day refreshing, crisp garden freshness inside every drop. Caesar's orange flavor encore, that one a pure bliss. It be like sunshine inside bottle. And Caesar's lime and lemon flavor, this combo na elele. Better cruise for every sip. No matter how your mood be, Caesar's gets the perfect flavor for you. So what you dey wait for? Grab your own Caesar's today. Make the fun begin. Enjoy them responsibly. Caesar's na for people who don't reach 18 years and above. Caesar's, oga for fun.
Africa is all connected. With Turkish Airlines FlyFest, fly to Europe, to America, and to Istanbul at special prices. Book your ticket until December 15th for flights between September 15th and December 15th. For details, please visit turkishairlines.com. Turkish Airlines.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. Number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shield. Lafarge, na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need, natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry. No bad smell, it protect from sweat and it last well.
Nivea Dry don't get 25 ml pack. Make you rush, go buy am.
The price set, no they tear pocket. Make you stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry.
Nivea Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steez. It don't dey for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi. In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers. MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with a new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know the waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
The news you need, the conversation you hear, the station you love.
Federal exports hit 371 billion naira amid heavy import reliance.
Resident doctors give federal government 30 days to address doctors' demands.
Jonathan will return to Aso Rock as president, says Professor Jerry Ghana.
Those who actually frustrated him out of office may be so desperate to wish him back.
Workers have a right, a constitutionally afforded right, to join unions or not to join.
Madam ADC gives article ultimatum to pick membership card, so he's not even paid his membership card. All these
we are not all we have. You know, they have other things.
Or we're not enough.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hi everyone, Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Feel the magic in the air.
Welcome back to the show. Our passion is to bring the best of sporting fashion to you in your car, office, or living mansion. So keep enjoying the best of your ration because it's time for action and fantastic interaction. We have all that in every single fraction as this is your number one attraction. There'll be no distraction or subtraction until we give you maximum satisfaction, and that will be by 10 p.m. Welcome back to the show. To go out, the commercial break didn't it, but we are in here for more for you. If we missed out in the first part of the broadcast, we focused on the Premier League and what we saw for game week 7 Arsenal, Man City, Manchester United, and Chelsea winning games in their respective rights, but Liverpool losing a third fixture in a row as they were beaten by the Blues by 2-1. So we've been asking you if the Reds are in crisis, and whether they are in crisis or not, what can be the solution to this current challenge they are facing. I'll read a few of your comments from WhatsApp before we switch to more things on the show. Still to come on the broadcast tonight, we'll speak about Nigeria's Flying Eagles, who are hoping to march on to the quarter-final stage of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, but they do have a Herculean task ahead of them with Argentina waiting on standby. Also, the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles is already getting activated now ahead of those two all-important final qualifying fixtures for the World Cup for 2026. And then the E1 Lagos GP. I'm getting to that in a bit after I read some of your comments. To remind you again that *347 *880 *3# remains the code you can use to play one play. That's *347 *880 *3# on the website www.oneplay.ng. 500 naira for each entry of yours, and that 500 naira could be enough to make you one of the lucky persons to win 40,000 each on the show today. My name is Chuma. I have Overdose in here, and I have Michael Pelumi too, whose voice you hear more of for this last hour and a half of the broadcast. Getting to WhatsApp straight away. This says, good evening, Chuma, Overddiesel, and Mikolo. I'm Walter, Chelsea Maniac from Comfort Obo Estate in Kirikiri Town. Says, I agree with Overdose that Liverpool's problem is a symptom of a bigger problem to come. The solution, he should use Federico Chiesa, who has shown ability, especially in scoring. Mo Salah is very lethargic and needs a rest while another takes his place. Finally, Liverpool has a rich pool of academy players eager to show their ability and strut their stuff. Slot should slot them into the scheme of things. If Liverpool loses to lowly Manchester United in a week time, I think it's time to press the panic button if they go ahead to lose to Manchester United, he says. Good evening to you, Chuma, the elder, and the rest of the team. Concerning Liverpool FC, they are not in crisis. The new signings will take some time for them to have a compatible chemistry within the team. It could happen to any team. This is from Elder Nwachuku from Fagba. Thank you. Wagba Control. That song, Diesel. You remember?
Okay, walk back control, W4.
You know these things, my brother. Alrighty, the truth is that Overdose has said it all. What I just have to add is that what I see as our problem this season is that a lot of the Liverpool players, especially the newly signed players, are too soft for the league. You could see clearly that Vets plays football like he's doing runway modeling. You think he's acting like a model, right? Says he needs to be rebranded to match the physical demands of the Premier League. Then as for Isak, he needs to drop the feeling of I'm the big boy in the building and start walking like a kitty cat. Nunes was missing goals, but he had the work ethic. Same goes for Luis Diaz. These were strong players. Chiesa is a strong player, but for reason best known to slot, he's not playing him. You can see his impact whenever he steps in. It's quite a lengthy message, this one. I'll just leave it to that for now. MI Checks speaking. MI Checks, yeah. One of the standout contestants in Fan Battle 4. Thank you, man. Yeah. Nice to hear from you, MI Checks. Good evening, Chuma and Overdose, and also Mikolo. Femi from Ogun State. Liverpool are not in a crisis. Other teams stepped up, unlike last season. Liverpool has played some amount of games and have 1 point more than last season. Unnecessary signings disrupted the team, and Slot inheriting a well-oiled club machine made them look better than he actually is. So he's saying, just like the caller that spoke to us before the commercial break, he's saying Slot just rode on the quality of club to win the title last season and now has to prove his mettle as a good coach all by himself. Babs from Aja says, good evening, Chuma and Overdose. You see, Liverpool's problem is tied to this quote: if it ends broken, don't fix it. Selling Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunes was shocking, he says. Thank you so much. It wasn't shocking seeing Lagos host an international event successfully. Not at all, because we've seen Lagos in the past host international events. So we're going to get to the E1 Lagos GP after I share with you some important information at this time. Seem to have a bit of a hanging garden in front of me, but it's sorted now. Yes, Fire More Brandy coming through with some lovely stuff. What's better than good vibes? More vibes, right? What's sweeter than one laugh? More laughter. What's stronger than one cheer? More cheers. That's why we don't just fire, but we fire more. Yes, Fire More Brandy is for those who dare for more. They don't settle for less. They go the extra mile to get what they want. So what are you waiting for? I'm just wondering. Enjoy the brand that defines your personality, because when the night calls, it's Fire More Brandy on the table. When the music drops, it's Fire More Brandy on the glass, on your glass, or in your glass, I should say, on that table. When the squad pulls up, it's Fire More Brandy that seals the moment. And when the chairs go up, it's Fire More Brandy that makes it unforgettable. It's smooth enough to sip, bold enough to mix, perfect enough to share. Whatever your vibe, Fire More Brandy bends to it. Birthdays, Fire More Brandy. Weddings, Fire More Brandy. Big wins, Fire More Brandy. An option to just chilling. Yeah, you already know it's Fire More Brandy. And listen up, Fire More Brandy is available to all stores, in all stores, and to everybody in all stores near you. And for larger purchases, Fire More Brandy is available to you at Niger 1 / Niger 3 Trade Fair Market. Also Joya Market in Mushi, and all places where premium drinks are sold. You can actually follow the brand on social media. Yeah, the handle is at firemore_brandy. FIREMORE. Firemore, all one word, _brandy. But remember, it's important to know this part too. You have to be over 18 years of age to be able to drink this, and it's not for pregnant women too. It's also key for me to mention to you that you have to always drink responsibly. You don't have to drink and drive. That part is some key information, or isn't it? Lagos got ready for the excitement, and the excitement got activated. Finally, it's about to go down, and he now went down, and he went down in a very, very good way, as we had the grand finale on Sunday of the E1 Lagos GP. And Team Brazil, I dare say, had the right zeal to seal the deal, as they're trying to heal now. Before now, it had been a few struggles in some other meets in the E1 World Championship Series, but coming to Lagos, that seemed to have been their inspiration, and they got their fans excited, finishing on a high.
Sheer delight then, history made here in Nigeria at the inaugural UIM E1 Lagos GP presented by First Bank. Team Brazil win, and the title's going right down to the wire in Miami on the second weekend of November.
Amazing stuff for Team Brazil by Claw Group. Claimed the maiden victory for that team at the E1 Lagos GP presented by First Bank, with drivers Timmy Hansen and Lever Miller Hagen turning on the stars at the right time to give them that success. Now, they made history because it was the very first time the world's first all-electric race boat championship staged a race in Africa, and it was Lagos, Nigeria that had the pleasure of doing this on behalf of Africa. Team Brazil pushing to the summit, fending off fierce challenge from Virat Kohli's Team Blue Rising that finished second, and Didier Drogba's Team Drogba Global Africa that eventually finished third in that. Well, we caught up with a man who's a team principal for Team Brazil, and he was quite an excited man, understandably, and told us a bit about the connection between himself, his team, and Africa. Of course, connecting to Lagos, as the case is. An amazing man he is, Maketa Thomas Berturks, and he was, very, very excited as to how much they enjoyed competing in Lagos, Nigeria.
The experience has been nothing short of amazing. Although we are Team Brazil, our family comes from Bolivia in South America, and I can say that Lagos feels like home away from home. It reminds me a lot of Bolivia. But more importantly, I just want to give thanks to the team. I want to give thanks to our team principal, Steve. I want to give thanks to our pilots, Timmy and Yeva. They did a phenomenal job this weekend. I know that my uncle, the team owner, is very proud. I wish he could be here with us, but unfortunately he had some other commitments. But I think this is what our season has been about. We've had some up and downs, And I think the one thing about Brazil is that you can never count us out. We've always had that determination, that grit, that passion. Luckily we finished in second place. We finished in third place multiple times throughout the first season and the second season. And we've been chasing this for so long, and it's long overdue. And I could not be happier to do it in Lagos.
I was going to say this. You guys had the zeal to seal the deal because you're Brazil. Fantastic stuff for you, by the way. You came into this race fifth on the standings. There's one more race in Miami next month. What will be the expectations? Because I'm sure that with the points you've garnered today, you're going to be going higher, of course.
I mean, the expectations are, as always, from every race, it doesn't change, right? We try our best. We always want to win every single race. We prepare to win every single race. And we have an amazing team behind us. We have an amazing ownership group behind us that supports us every step of the way. And so I think nothing changes, right? Obviously, we're very happy with the win today here in Lagos. We're very happy with getting our first place. But the job's not finished, right? Like the wise words of Kobe Bryant, right? The job's not finished. We still have one more race to go, and we're going to try and win that race as well. Majority of our ownership group and our team lives in Miami, so it's almost like a home race for us. And there's a lot of Brazilians in Miami, too, that are going to come out and support us. So I think we need to show out, we need to show up, and we're going to chase that number one again.
Yeah, top official for Team Brazil. Speaking about the joy of seeing his side go on to win the E1 Lagos GP as we get ready for second week of November for the final race of the season, the 2025 season that is. And well, it's still on a knife edge at this moment. The battle for the coveted champions of the water title as the season approaches its climax in Miami in November. Team Brady are topping again, 154 points for them. Team Rafa currently second with 151 points. I'll tell you more after this commercial break. Please stay with us.
Embark on a journey through the tantalizing teasers flavors. With every sip, it's a celebration of taste. Enjoy teasers apple flavor, refreshing, crisp garden freshness in every drop. Teasers orange flavor, pure bliss, like sunshine in a bottle. And Teasers lime and lemon flavor, an electrifying combination, a thrill ride in every sip. Whatever your mood, Teasers has the perfect flavor. So, what's your choice? Grab a teaser today and let the fun begin. Enjoy responsibly. Teasers is for those 18 and older. Teasers, the masters of fun.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Nigeria. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Nigeria. Yeah. New Lafarge Water Shield Cement number one. Number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge Water Shield Cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or the shit. Lafarge, na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge Water Shield Cement, na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Wetin happen? Omo, every time I do small transaction, they don't slam me with orishirishi extra charges, SMS alerts, bank transfer, even bill payment sef. They no dey pity person at all. You never hear say with Smart Cash, you fit send money go another bank, pay your bills, and receive SMS alerts all for free. For free? Yes, now for free. Dem go even pay you 15% interest per annum on top your savings.
Hey, got some for me now. How you fit join Smart Cash?
Dial star 939 hash or download the Smart Cash app today to begin enjoy zero extra charges on all transactions. Smart Cash, money matter na sense o. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
It's the choices you make that set you apart from being good to being great. My choice? Nivea Men Deep Body Lotion with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Gives you both dark wood fragrance and 48-hour moisture. And my other top choice for all-day freshness, Nivea Men Deep Roll-On for 72-hour protection and fragrance with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Skin is for playing it smart. Nivea is for skin.
Ibuka capsule full ground, anytime pain they around. If pain won't show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibuka, pain for body, pain from fever. That's why I always. Ibuka hammer, then I will. Ibuka they buy me always.
After 3 days, if body no tranga, go see Dokita. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited, them market am.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Tandagdiba with Ibuka.
Keystone Mega Milli giveaway. Yeah, yeah. Cash is calling, cash is calling. Keep on winning, oh, keep on winning. More, win more. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Millions waiting.
From now to December 31st, 2025, you could be one of the 565 lucky winners in the Keystone Mega Milli giveaway. Simply carry out 10 transactions or more on any Keystone Bank channel for weekly cash wins, or save 10,000 naira or more for a month to qualify for the mega draw where millionaires are made. No account yet? Download the Key mobile app from your app store and open one today for your share of millions. T's and C's apply. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
99.3 Nigeria. Stay informed and stay connected on 99.3.
I think questions against Pengasyn is who are they fighting for?
I mean, this Pengasyn is supposed to serve the interests of the country first.
This incident has showed us from the design stage we lack safety culture.
They're telling us that Nigeria's rental market is spiraling.
You don't put personal interest above national interest.
There are things that are in this country that some people travel to come and learn, like my culture.
Oh, okay.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has dismissed claims that Nigerians have lost confidence in the country's electoral system.
So Nigeria is exporting oil, and Nigeria is also importing petrol. How about that?
Well, what would have informed you rejecting an emergency case? That's what I'm saying. Gunshot wounds are emergency.
It's always more conversation on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Magic system.
Shout out to these guys, Magic System, right here. We never want to get lethargic. We know that's going to be tragic. That's why we bring to you Magic every time we come around. It's Femi and the Gang on these Game On broadcast. Chuma Vados and Mikolo in the studio. You're also out there to your hill and hearty, and you're part of this party with your thoughts and comments coming in via the WhatsApp portal using X at Nigeria Info FM. And the phone lines are keep buzzing. We appreciate you for your consistent interaction. It just makes it extra cool for us here in the studio. Before the commercial break, we're speaking about the E1 Lagos GP and the success for Team Brazil, who have enjoyed themselves in Lagos. This is what the standing looks like. I'll just share that again. Team Brady, powered by Tom Brady, the American football great, top with 154 points with one more race to go this season. That will be in Miami next month. Team Rafa, named after the tennis legend Rafael Nadal, as second, and they have 151 points. Team Blue Rising have 145 points. Team Drogba Global Africa currently 6th on the standings with 90 points. That's where we are. Well done to the guys. We look ahead to seeing you guys again next year. It's nice to see these kind of global events come to this part of the world. By the way, we hear Abuja is still pushing the National Sports Commission, hoping that Abuja can have the pleasure and privilege of hosting a Formula One race in the years to come. Cheers to more of these kind of events for Nigeria. It's a platform to sell what we're blessed with to the rest of the world, right? And also show our tourism potentials, because there's so many nations around the world that are making so much money from tourism. And Diesel, before we move on to the Flying Eagles, I just want to get your thoughts on this, because for me too, I'm for somebody who grew up in Calabar in Cross River State and who was, young and appreciative of Donald Duke when he was governor of Cross River State, and then did so much in his quest to make Calabar then Cross River a tourism haven for the country. He rebranded the Obudu Ranch Resort. It had a cable car, first cable car in West Africa back then. There was going to be a Tinapa, which was supposed to be a free export zone, and then we had Marina Resort, a territory too. The whole idea was to repackage. Calabar became the cleanest city in Nigeria at that time. because countries make so much money from tourism, right?
Yeah,
Some countries
true.
make money from agriculture. Some other ones make money from, like England, making so much money from the Premier League sports, right?
Yeah.
Some make money from oil, as we do here. Some other ones make money from tourism. And we're blessed with everything, actually. We have the population to make money from. We have tourism potentials. We have oil. We also have agriculture. If all of these facets of the society were working, Nigeria would be a much better country. But every time it looks like our focus is just on taxing people and oil, forgetting that there's so much money that can be made from sports, so much money can be made from agriculture, and so much money can be made from our tourism potentials. That's why countries spend the money to host Olympics, host World Cups. Not because they are getting the money back immediately, but they are hoping that in the long term, millions of people who came to their country will say, that place was nice. I want to go back there again. And as those people go there, they will spend money there and enrich that economy. That's why it's nice Lagos hosted the Lagos E1 Lagos GP.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for us to have more of these continental and global events in Nigeria, right?
It is. I mean, you look at the fact that it's one way to, like you say, attract people from all over the world. You go to France, the first place you want to see is the Eiffel Tower. You go to US, the first place you want to see is the Statue of Liberty. You know, you also want to actually visit Disney World, you know, Universal Studios. Those are places where people go to and pay money to just get an experience. So I was really thrilled when, of course, the E1 racing was brought to Lagos. And then, of course, you also look at the team men, principals who are involved. You look at the likes of Will Smith. At some point, he did Drogba, Tom Brady. I think I saw Mark Anthony too as well, you know, involved as well. But again, it's quite a shame that, you know, as pressmen, we don't get access to this man. And I think that's the downside for me. Why bring this man to Lagos and you don't allow any journalist or any pressman to ask them questions, you know, hear from them as to how the experience was in terms of, you know, coming to Lagos, Nigeria for the first time, and also, you know, the experience with these races. You bring these men and then you shield them so much so that they don't even talk to any press person, you know, whether it's radio, whether it's TV. I think for me, that needs to be worked on, because you cannot bring this man here and not allow people. You're selling something, which is tourism. You're selling the E1, and these are the men that make the E1 what it is. And then pressmen want to actually ask them questions. You don't see that happen in, you know, other places where you have sports and tourism. You know, people assess these guys, they ask them questions. You know, it's a sporting event. Yes, it's tourism, you know, but at the same time, it's a sporting event. And, you know, anywhere in the world, whenever sports takes place, even before the tournament and post-tournament, you know, the men who matter always ask questions. Oh, how was the experience? You know, you felt this way. Is there anything you could have improved on? What's it like, you know, going to Miami? You know, build up. And I bet you that in Miami, this man will have access to pressmen, but it's only here in this part of the world where we just feel, oh, because he did a Drogba is in Lagos, then we shield him with 50 security men, so much so that he's not accessible. I don't think that really is us, you know, moving in the right direction. I think we need to do more. Yes, it's a good thing you brought it to Lagos. You want us to come. People came out. The least they expect is to hear from these guys who are top men, who are the ones pioneering and driving this, and then you shield them from talking to people. I mean, we need to do better. But apart from that, I think, you know, we need to find more places where we can actually sell tourism. There's so many things to sell. The Olumo Rock, for example, people need to come and watch or see it, you know, experience it. And you go to the Victoria Falls, you know, Niagara Falls. People go there, they spend time. So why not do that in Nigeria? I think we really need to explore more.
It is, bro. And the good thing about, you know, events like this, like you mentioned too, it's sports, his lifestyle as well to entertainment. Wyclef Jean was in Lagos as well to perform, and the fan park was a beautiful place to be. So we look ahead to next year. I'm hoping that, like you mentioned, Overdose, that the mistakes that may have been made in this first edition, or you know, things that we can improve upon. Of course, the desire is always to keep getting better. And I'm hoping that next year will be even more successful and bigger. But this one was a huge success. Cheers to more successes as to hosting international events, I should pronounce that right, in Lagos. Mikolo was very active in the coverage of that for Nigeria and for digitally and otherwise. And he had a conversation with the CEO, you know, the brain behind the E1 World Championship Series, Rudy Basu, and a few of the things he told you.
Yeah, we had a roundtable discussion within the media team, and he actually commended the Lagos State government for giving them an enabling atmosphere for them to host and do the race. He mentioned some things that are very, very important and key to us, the media, so that we can actually spread the news around too. He mentioned that there's something called the blue economy. The blue economy is the water body around the world. And he said that there's potential $2 trillion market there. And with the help of the E1 Grand Prix series, it actually gives people job and opportunity to actually explore and use their talent, because of the competition itself is there, but there will be engineers, technicians, people that will work.
It's a full economy around it.
Yes. And it also boosts the tourism as well too, and help people around too to actually have their take in that $2 trillion market. So, and he also mentioned another thing, that this thing is brought because of people have passion, but they don't know how to channel it out. So people, he said he started with McLaren
in Formula One.
Formula One, then he moved to Ferrari. Then he now decided that he's an Italian. He's from Venice. What sells in Venice? It's the water body.
Nice.
So that was what gave him the inspiration to actually start this event.
Amazing.
Now he has 9 cities now. He said, because I personally asked him that what are we going to be expecting. He said his plan was to have 12 for a start, but now that they have 9, he said he can work with that for now. And he also mentioned that, because I asked him about the pilots, because there's a peculiarity about the way the pilots are being hired. You have a male and a female on every team
for the sake of diversity and balance.
Yes. So he said he was inspired by one of his friend that also has a competition too, that is hosted in Europe as well too. So that was where he got the idea of a male and female, and to actually bring the balance as well too. And he mentioned that most of these people also were people that were from the motorsports, from the MotoGP as well, the bike racing and stuff, to come together. And he said something that was very, very key in that discussion. He said that the reason why this E1 event is being rolled out is for the younger generation to be able to key into it, because of he can see that this is the future of motorsports on water,
and also electric. So it's clean energy. It's not one that will mess up the ozone layer, as the case is. The fact that it's an all-electric powerboat racing competition. Great stuff. Thank you for your insight, Mikolo. You were in there. Well done, by the way. Amazing job you did for the brand for the last 3-4 days. And you need to have a good night rest, like sleep well this night after all the hard work. That'll take us to Nigeria's Flying Eagles. They're trying to fly at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Just a reminder to you that this is Game On, brought to you by Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. We're keeping it going. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash remains the code for OnePlay, or the website www.oneplay.ng. What's the reward? 40k on the cards. Could be more than that to more winners, but at least one person will be smiling. That one is certain tonight. You can jump on it if you can afford to play. Okay, Flying Eagles tried to play at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. First game was a defeat for them, and then the next game was a fixture against Saudi Arabia. Narrowly, we won that towards the very end. Nigeria scoring to wrap up victory for themselves. So heading into the fixture against Colombia, they knew that they had to win to be assured of a place automatically in the round of 16. Anything less than that was going to be a conversation of hoping to be amongst the best 4 third-placed teams. Colombia scored first. And then this happened.
Penalty for Nigeria. Can he succeed again when Nigeria need him the most? Yes, he can! Nigeria back on terms! The coolest man around! And that is it in Talca. And Nigeria have qualified for the round of 16. Colombia knew they were going through anyway. Full-time score, Nigeria 1, Colombia 1.
You heard that right. That was the final score for the game. Nigeria 1, Colombia 1. The Flying Eagles are into the round of 16. So I want to say through the back door, kind of, because this is a 24-team competition. That's why you can have 4 slots for the best third place teams. Guess who's waiting for us in the round of 16? We play on Wednesday, by the way, and it's Argentina. Dizo, Mikolo, it's a similar fixture that the Flying Eagles faced in the last FIFA Under-20 World Cup 2 years ago. We played Argentina too. We beat Argentina then before being knocked out by Korea in the next round. That makes it dicey now, knowing that when it comes to Under-20 football globally, the Argentines are arguably the most successful.
Yeah, really most successful side, talking about Argentina. And you look at the fact that when you talk about Argentina, my mind just went to the Under-20 World Cup. Of course, the Netherlands, the John Obi Mikel set. Of course, Taiwo as well, where Lionel Messi, came out tops, beating us in the final right there. Monday James, I know, gave away penalty, way back. But, coming to the Flying Eagles right now, I'm not really convinced in this Flying Eagles team, and I'll tell you why. Against Norway in our first game, the first half was just so passive, like pedestrian. I stayed up alongside Mikolo to follow that game, and I was really, really unimpressed. Ali Zuberu,
sorry,
excuse
bro.
me.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Ali Zuberu, who, of course, is the coach of the side. Yeah, he promised that, the team is going to do well. He's going to work on this and that. But for me personally, I was not impressed. Then, of course, that hard-fought win over Saudi Arabia, 3-2. Nigeria, of course. You look at Under-20 level. Yes, we're not the most successful, but the fear and the worry is that this Under-20 team, when you look at them, most of them will transcend to the Under-23 and, possibly Super Eagles, especially when this current set of Super Eagles team, begin to leave the scene due to age and all that. But personally, I just feel that we're not there yet. I won't be surprised if Argentina knocks it out of the tournament because, you're playing Saudi Arabia and struggling. You're playing the Colombian side. I can understand. Colombia is a South American team, and they play with flair. They're quick on the ball. They have this a way of hitting you on the counter, especially. And I was not surprised that he scored first, but 4 minutes to the end, that was when he got a penalty. And my worry is, how often are we going to get a penalty? We got a penalty against Saudi Arabia, got one against Colombia. I don't know. It's just like, Liverpool and scoring late goals. It's going to run out sometime.
Right.
But I just feel that early goals should count for something. I know that for that game against Colombia, you could say that there were a number of times that, Suleiman Sani, was denied by the Colombian goalkeeper. I remember Tare Maigana also, played well. But Odinaka Okoro also was denied by the goalkeeper in the 76th minute. So you could also put that the 1-1 draw came as a result of Colombia's goalkeeper really, really giving them some respite in terms of his saves. But against Argentina, I think if we don't score first and if we don't hold our own, we might just exit the tournament. Qualifying as one of the best losers, I guess. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not cutting you, even though I just did that now. But I want us to have a conversation. Hopefully, we can have enough time to pick calls to from the listener before 10 p.m. tonight. And it's important because our Under-17 team have failed to qualify for the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, meaning that they will not qualify for the Under-17 World Cup. This is the second time in a row that's happening to us.
True.
The 20 team got to the quarterfinals of this Under-20 World Cup last time before Korea knocked us out 2 years ago. But we've not been convincing in this edition. Hopefully, we can get better. Hopefully, that's the hope.
Yeah.
There's a reality, though, that there are recent struggles for us in age grade football, something that used to be our strong point.
True.
And I'm thinking to myself, I want to ask everybody, including the listener who's connected to the show now, you can also have your say, please, via the WhatsApp portal, through X or the phone lines. Do the recent struggles of our age grade national teams mean potential doom for the Super Eagles in years to come? Do the recent struggles of our age grade national teams mean potential doom for the Super Eagles in years to come? Reason for this question is that analysis that Ovado said something, these under 20 boys are supposed to go to under 23. There's always that thought process that they're supposed to go through the ranks and then get to Super Eagles and become the stars for us. But now we're struggling at age grade football level. Does that signify doom in the next 4, 5, 6 years for the Super Eagles? Are you for or against it? That's my question to all of you guys in the studio right now, and of course the listener too.
For me, I would look at it as a two-edged sword. It doesn't really spell doom, and here's why. So, under 20, it's an age grade team. However, we can still get players that can represent us, whether it's here in the country or abroad. I know that a lot of people say, oh, why are you looking for Nigerian players based abroad? But the truth is, Ademola Lookman is a product of that. Victor Moses also was a product of that. And Victor Moses did well. Ademola Lookman is doing well. If we can do more of that, I think we'll be in a good place. It's also doom because most of the time, not everybody from this under-20 squad moves at the time to the Super Eagles. Maybe from this current under-20 now, you could tell maybe 4, 5, or 6 of them will move to under-23, and maybe 4 of them will move to the Super Eagles. We have case in point, Isaac Success. How many of that a group of under-20 players from under-17, made it to the Super Eagles? Taiwo Awoni, Kelechi Iheanacho. I think those were the 3, or even the right back who was the captain at some point played for the Super Eagles, but again, he didn't get to feature as many games. So over the years, we've not had the bulk of the under-20 team move on to the, like, say 8, 9 of them move at a time. It's just 3, 4, 5, and then we can show it up with players in the MPFL. But again, the MPFL players have failed to live up to expectation, because at the end of the day, you look at what the league is giving us, and you feel like, oh, they are not really good enough. Maybe just 1 or 2 of them, defenders, most of the time goalkeepers, hardly any striker or midfielder, making it. It spells doom at some point. But again, on another hand, we can remedy the situation by actually looking for players who are willing to play for Nigeria, players who are willing to represent this country, who are based abroad. So if you can do that, I think we're in a good place.
Okay, he says doesn't really spell doom. How about you, Mikolo, before I see if I can pick 1 or 2 calls?
Yeah.
As quickly as you can, please.
Yeah, it spells doom. And
are you serious?
Yeah, but we have to, before a problem, something is wrong, you have to get to the source of the problem. Nigeria football, the reason why we've had successes in age grade competition was because of we had our talents homegrown. They were being scouted around all over Nigeria. Boys were picked up from the street to play football. The passion was there. They were hungry to play. The thing that happens with Nigeria before now is that they will always want to go to competition to win. It is a Nigerian mentality. We don't like to lose at all. But now, look at the current under-20 squad.
Yeah.
All of them, the bulk of the team is from Europe. They are already playing in Europe. I can count 2 or 3 players in this team that played the last under-20 World Cup that hasn't been moved to the next phase.
Yeah,
under-23.
Under-23. So, and I think these players should actually improve in what they are doing. And now this is where management and administration comes in. For a national team to progress, you have to have good administration. Now, I want to take us to the Belgian national team.
Yeah.
Martinez had a blueprint.
Yes, they did.
Even though the golden generation could not make it with that blueprint. But now, look at the kind of football they play and look at their age grade as well too. They produce stars to replace the ones that have left. That is how it should be.
A working system, Mikolo. I know you're very
Yes.
passionate about this one. Time is not our best friend, though. So I'll see if we can pick one or two calls before the next commercial break. 0201 277 0993. That's our number. 0201 277 0993. Nigeria struggles in age grade football in recent years. Does it spell doom for the Super Eagles in the years to come as to transition of talents? Thank you, Mikolo. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome.
Yeah, Chuma, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Mikolo, good evening.
Good evening.
Zizo, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, and I really wanted to talk before on Liverpool, but let me go straight to the conversation now.
Okay.
Chuma,
Yes.
you see, the problem of it is that we are all the cause of it. I'm not removing anybody, including me. Everybody, we are all cause of it. Do you know the reason why I said so?
Why?
The essence of it, the essence of it is that when a player, so that when let me say in a country now,
Yes.
everybody wants maybe one person he knows, or the person have let me say he knows somebody, and maybe in let me say a government office or one, let me say in NSS, so that you leak his brother or one or two things that he will gain favor from.
All right.
Not even think of how he will put the country first to. So that he will not think of that one.
You think that's the problem, right?
No, let me explain it.
Sorry, I have to let you go because I have a commercial break. I'm so sorry. I thought you were able to land. You'll be able to land. I'm so sorry. Let's go in for this break now. We'll be back for the final 30 minutes of the show. After now, we'll pick more of your calls like that one.
Have you heard? What? The Fanta and Sprite are now available in 60cl plastic bottles. And it's for the same price. 500 naira.
Bring me 2 bottles. One Fanta for me, one Sprite for my friend. 60cl plastic bottle, right?
You heard right. Fanta and Sprite are now available in 60cl plastic bottles for the same.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.